Good afternoon, Rochester Memorial students and families. Mr. Medeiros here with this week's Medeiros Minute. Boys and girls, I want to thank you for another outstanding week of learning here at Rochester Memorial this past week. Excellent, excellent job. Relatively quick Medeiros Minute today here, boys and girls, and parents and guardians, as we really just have some informational items to share with everyone today. First one being a reminder that MCAS testing begins next week. We officially kick off MCAS test administration with our grade 6 students participating in the ELA assessment. Just a reminder to the entire school community that the focus of MCAS testing throughout the entire month of April is ELA. And then we shift over to a math focus throughout the month of May. Our grade 5 students do participate in the science MCAS test in May as well, but did want to remind our entire school community that we officially kick off our MCAS testing next week, starting with our 6th graders on Tuesday, April 5th. Parents and guardians, boys and girls in grades 3 through 6, just a reminder, as a security measure, we are not allowed to have any cell phones or Apple Watches in the classroom during MCAS testing. So boys and girls, we did speak a little bit about that today, particularly with our 6th grade students as they're starting the MCAS testing for us next week, but did want to let all of our parents and guardians and remind our students here as well that cell phones and Apple Watches are not allowed in the classroom during MCAS testing. Obviously, through our student handbook, our MCAS policy is that, our cell phone policy that is in our student handbook speaks to students being able to bring cell phones to school, but they must be off and in their backpack or either in their locker if they do have a locker when they arrive here at school. So obviously, we'll continue that practice, but did want to let everyone know that cell phones and Apple Watches, as a security measure, are not allowed in the classroom during testing. Reminder to our parents and guardians, boys and girls in grade 6, that the junior high school staff, Miss Julie Taylor, one of the guidance counselors, that will be working with our 6th grade students next year when they transition to 7th grade, will be here at Rochester Memorial visiting our 6th graders on Thursday, April 7th. Miss Taylor will be joined by Mr. LaPriest, the junior high school band teacher, and they'll be talking about what the junior high school schedule is going to look like, what some of the logistical pieces around lunch and specialists look like, and then really just be able to answer some questions of our 6th graders. This is one of those transitional activities that we appreciate starting at this time of the year, as we know our 6th graders are getting ready to exit here at Rochester Memorial and really thinking about transitioning to the junior high. This is one of those first transitional activities that we conduct here in order to make sure that transition for our 6th graders is a smooth one. I know that Principal Colner did have an informational session with incoming 6th grade families. I believe that was via Zoom. This is actually an in-person meeting here at Rochester Memorial on Thursday, April 7th. So very excited to be able to offer that transition activity for our 6th graders. I know we're also excited that our 6th grade students will actually be able to go and visit the junior high school, something that we haven't been able to do over the last few years. So really happy to be able to bring back that also very important transition activity later on in June, where our 6th graders actually get to go visit the junior high and familiarize themselves with that building before transitioning there at the start of next school year. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, spring after school activities well underway. I know everyone's very excited about that. Some did start this week. I believe some are starting next week. So boys and girls, just a reminder, if you are participating in a spring after school activity, you are dismissing with your bus peers and you're meeting your instructor in the cafeteria. Parents and guardians of students participating in after school activities this spring, please be on the lookout. You may be getting an email from Mr. Woodward. As of right now, everything will remain status quo, but you may be receiving an email from Mr. Woodward as we're looking at. We have a lot of programming and after school activities that are taking place this spring here at Rochester Memorial. So as we continue to monitor our dismissal procedures in the back, we may make some adjustments where some of our after school activities are actually going to dismiss here in the front of the building, just to ensure that we're having a steady traffic flow out back. And obviously safety is always a priority when making adjustments to our arrival or dismissal routine. So status quo as of now, parents and guardians of after school activities from dismissal, it'll happen out back. But as I mentioned, please be on the lookout. You may receive an email from Mr. Woodward regarding a dismissal change to the front of the building. Any questions about after school activities, please don't hesitate to reach out directly to Mr. Woodward. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, this month of April, we're shifting the focus of our CARES model from assertiveness and how assertiveness helps us with relationship skills to responsibility and how responsibility helps us with our self-awareness. When we are responsible, we stay on task. We listen and follow directions. We practice giving and receiving suggestions to our classmates. Being self-aware, boys and girls, includes the ability to recognize how thoughts, feelings, and actions are interconnected. It also involves understanding our emotions. When we feel comfortable, boys and girls, learning is easier. And when we are hardworking, it helps us reach our goals and values. Hope everyone has a fabulous weekend, boys and girls. Please remember, take care of yourself, take care of others, and take care of your environment.